Since we got a disclaimer out of the way in the last video, let's go on to why I'm here and doing this. You see, even though it seems like everyone wants to be a social media star these days, I for one can't think of much worse, but here we are. After all, they say necessity is the mother of all invention, and without necessity, I wouldn't be here, that's for sure. Even though a lot has had to happen to get me to the point of actually going through with this, the final tipping point happened last year, just before Christmas, of all times. A very dear friend of mine that I had only just regained contact with lost her battle. We had not long regained contact, and after some messages back and forth, Mish pushed me up. We met at the local pub. Misha took a seat and I went to the bar to get our drinks. When I returned and took a seat, together an Electric Dream started playing in the background. A tear came to Michelle's eye. She said Laura knows we're here together. Laura was one of our dear friends. She was killed by a drunk, drug-dealing driver that fled the scene. Pussy. For that piece of shit, and everyone that harmed them. Fate will find you. Eventually. I promise you that. I had been concerned I may end up relying on Michelle too much, as she was the only person outside my household I was really speaking to. She had a lot going on, so I tried to keep a bit of distance. But I made it clear that I was here at any time. Whatever use that would be, given my current state. But I'd at least spoke to her for as long as she wanted or needed. I would see her pop up on Facebook Messenger and had to stop myself from sending a message, as I didn't want to project my need for contact onto her. She had a lot going on and had just returned to work after a break for her mental health. And I didn't want to add to her stress in making her feel that she needed to respond to me. So I was waiting for her to reach out. Now I'm left forever regretting not reaching out and left wondering what if. Michelle means a lot to me. After all, it's the only reason I never took advantage of the fact that she liked me in the past. And it wasn't like I'd been forming any type of cues or anything. But she meant far too much to me to risk jeopardising our friendship for a casual hookup. That could lead her to not being in my life anymore. And she was far too important for me to risk losing that. Then one night I received a phone call from a mutual old friend that I hadn't spoke to for years. Receiving that call from that person at that sort of time, I wasn't expecting great news, but I wasn't expecting the news I received. I knew Misha had been struggling, but as I hadn't been around for such a long time, since the assault where I lost my sight, I hadn't been aware of the full extent of what Misha had been going through and struggling with. The couple of times we got together, there had been so much to catch up on. Not wanting her to solely focus on what she had been struggling with, I tried not to push and solely focus on her problems, and thought we had time to address them as they arose. During our last in-person meeting, I started to open up to Michelle about my desire to do things differently. But due to my condition and my inability to express myself clearly and as fully intended, I decided not to go into anything too deeply. Since meeting back up, we've been talking about the questioning of our spiritual and religious beliefs, such as synchronicities. Like Laura's song coming on when we first met back up, and seemed to be on similar paths. Although we've been estranged for many years, we found ourselves seeking similar answers. Maybe if I got to explain my desire and determination to do things in a kinder, more compassionate, more cooperative way sooner, maybe she would have seen the possibility for a better future, and she'd still be with us today. Now I'll never know. As they say, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. So maybe it's time to try something different. Who's with me?
Oh, Eric!
It's time for change, it's time to stand. One heartbeat, one common land. United we rise, divided we crawl. Together we thrive, or we lose it all. The solution shines like a morning glow, a spark of hope where the shadows grow. Antovation's calling, can't delay. We're the force to light the way. No more waiting, no more blame. We're the ones who'll change the game. It's time for change, it's time to stand. One heartbeat, one common land. United we rise, divided we crawl. Together we thrive, or we lose it all. No more waiting, no more blame. We're the ones who'll change the game. It's time for change. It's time for change, it's time to stand. One heartbeat, one common land. United we rise, divided we crawl. Together we thrive, or we lose it all. The solution shines like a morning glow. Spark of hope where the shadows grow. Spark of hope where the shadows grow. Antovation's calling, can't delay. We're the force to light the way, or we lose it all. Bridges to build, not walls to defend. The power of one, the strength to amend. Raise your voice, let the echoes fly.